A call to preach in Pakistan. It may seem unbelievable and virtually impossible that a former Borstal boy should end up being invited as chief and guest speaker at the first annual United Church Peace Conference in Pakistan this coming February. Let David Clark tell his own story. When I first heard the news of my brother Michael's arrest and imprisonment in the Philippines, I was shocked and could hardly believe it. It gradually dawned upon me the serious nature of his crime and began to understand his situation by letter over a number of years. The good news came when he told me of his change of heart and how he had become a Christian after serving 5 years of his 16-year prison sentence. That was September 1999. It was then I decided to publish my book, Converted on LSD Trip, that told my own story of conversion from crime to Christ and our earlier lives. Little did I realise this would lead to several mission trips to the Philippines, not only to New Bilibid Prison, the National Penitentiary, but also Angeles City, Baguio City and Benguet provincial jails, in order to preach the gospel to prison inmates and tell them how we were converted from crime to Christ. On my return to the UK, and upon hearing of my brother's death in prison, I wanted to tell our story in order to help others. I soon realised people found little time to read books, so it was decided to turn our story into a punk rock opera called Borstal Boy, scheduled and yet to be performed in prisons, despite the various setbacks. After sharing my work on a Christian author's Facebook page, I received recently a call from Anil Anwar, the director of Christ Church Peace Council, from Rahim Yar Khan, a city in Pakistan, to be the guest speaker at the first annual Peace Conference in February 2016. My visit will be involved in visiting various churches and also slave Christian families. The director, Anil Anwar, wishes to make my book available to have it translated for their use. We're also making arrangements to visit the local prison to share the gospel there too. I've also been made aware of the plight of slave Christian families who work for Muslims and of the church's role in seeking their freedom. I'm informed they are the first church working hard for their freedom. I travel on the 21st of February and return 29th of February 2016, so please keep up to date. View our website www.beartonparticularbaptist.co.uk. David Clark, 22nd of January 2016. A note on the side. I am playing the role of the Reverend Johnston in the play Our Country's Good, being performed at the Titchfield Festival Theatre, St Margaret's Lane, on the 10th of February through to the 20th of February 2016. This famous play is about the first convict ship taking prisoners to Australia to set up a colony in the 18th century. The Reverend Johnston has to take care of the spiritual needs of prisoners and ship's crew alike.